Hi, here's a video about Asperger's and food. Just recently having lunch today, had to change my shirt because I got peanut butter all over it. Just sandwich fell apart. It's probably the low quality bread I buy. Anyways, and if someone actually asked me a question over the private messaging thing that I forgot YouTube had. So anyways, yeah, it's about food and textures. And this one can kind of be linked with the sound thing, but not necessarily. I don't know. From what my mom tells me, at about the age of 3, I just stopped eating eggs. Flat out. Nope. I just stopped. Used to be an avid, hard-boiled egg a day or 2 or 3 or however many she felt like giving me, and then one day I just said, no, I'm done. Don't want any more, I don't like them. And I've been pretty much disgusted by them ever since. So that's how that goes, and whatnot. In fact, it's gotten to the point where I don't even like the smell of cooking eggs. I'm not necessarily sure what that is all about. I just know that the cell membrane breaking via frying, just that instantaneous smell gets to me. It might be warm eggs with burning. I'm not sure. You have to forgive any voice. I'm still swallowing peanut butter. That stuff gets all over your mouth. Yeah, I'm 31 and I'm still eating a pudding cup and 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches with a glass of V8. This really feels like Mom packed your lunch when you were in grade school, or primary school, or whatever, between the ages of like 6 and puberty. So that area. I also don't eat chicken. I love the smell of chicken. I had a daycare when I was a kid that was right across the street from a supermarket, and every day we'd have our little recess thing. That was when they were starting to make the fried chicken for people to come by, pick up chicken, and go home. And when my dad would bring home KFC, I'm like, oh, I love the smell of fried chicken. I won't eat it. Pretty much won't eat any. I won't eat any birds. No birds, no fish. Most people want to consider me a vegetarian. No. It's easy. It's easy to tell the people at a restaurant, I'm a vegetarian, until they find out that I have an absolute aversion to mushrooms. It started out as a texture thing, and people weren't understanding that because, well, Asperger's autism wasn't really understandable, and people they just don't get it. Something of the squishy, slimy, rigid, it's mushrooms. They just know. So I basically just tell them, they're not a vegetable. They're actually an entire plant in and of themselves. They could qualify as a vegetable, but they're not. Because they're not really a plant, they're a fungus. That's different. I don't have all that. Anyways, should make a science time video. Anyways, so yeah, I don't eat mushrooms, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat fish. And yeah, that pretty much does count out a lot of things at restaurants, especially nowadays where everyone's all hopped up on eating chicken all the time because it's healthy for you. I'm like, no. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have chicken in any of my pasta. Just give me pasta with Alfredo sauce on it. I'll be fine. But I'll eat any vegetable. I'll even eat kimchi. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, kimchi. Whatever. I don't care. It's a vegetable. I'll eat it. So, yeah, the thing about chicken is, I think it's its texture. I've never liked dark meat, even when I would eat some chicken. I used to eat chicken nuggets, and I'd eat the white meat at Thanksgiving and stuff, but it eventually got to the point where I was just eating less and less. And that was so long ago, I'm not really having the mindset to figure it out, which came first, the disliking it or the it feels weird. So, I just know I don't like eggs. It just, that's the one thing. And I don't make my roommates do anything about eggs. If they want to cook them, I'll go outside. And I'll chain smoke outside. And then we'll air out the apartment shortly after. And when we go to a restaurant, they don't have to. They don't have to not order eggs, because already cooked eggs is fine. It's, like I said, it's the act of cooking them. That's about it. Something about poultry and the taste. I just never liked seafood. Also, if for some reason my mom comments on these videos, she's probably like, he never did. No, I never did. I'm just one of those people that never ate it. Sorry about that. My finger twitched there a little bit, so my phone bounced forward a little bit. I'm not going to edit that out. It's like, who cares? It bounced a little bit. Could have had an earthquake. I could have claimed an earthquake considering where I live. No, I'd actually be kind of a geology nut. So I would have actually just immediately started talking about that. So anyways, Asperger's in food. And it's kind of a kinesthetic thing. For other Asperger's, from what I've been able to divine from their videos or research I've done online, that it's a kinesthetic thing. And if you don't know what that is, I'll put a link to Kinesthesia in the description, because it's kind of a weird concept, and it's best if you read it from Wikipedia. I'll give a thing. It's when your senses get crossed. Best example is seeing sound. And when this kinesthesia, it's when, like, the smell of something, for me, the smell of eggs is painful. It's a weird pain. It doesn't really make me nauseous. It immediately gives me a headache, and I feel that my nerves are kind of going on fire. Not blazing up in a glory fire, just that sort of cinders. And that's just, everything just hurts when I smell it. And then tasting chicken, I'm not sure. It could probably be that the fact that chicken and turkey and whatever birds people eat, quail, they just are, it's something about their texture. Because if you honest to God take chicken bouillon, which is pretty much just salt and chicken flavoring, I'm fine with it. Like chicken ramen, relatively okay with, but you put any of the meat in it, and it's gone. So it's got to be a texture thing, because it's definitely not taste. And it's not a smell, because I love the smell. Freaking boyfriend made a chicken thing about a year ago, and I'm just like, oh, that smells so good, but I just won't eat it. But at least I come to terms with that. And I can tell him, man, that smells good. I'm like, well, thanks. You want some? I'm like, did you really ask me that question? No. I think it would be a kinesthesia thing, but I'm not sure about the chicken. I think it's the fact that it tastes like, it feels like straw. At least the white meat does. It feels like straw because it's dry. And I don't really get much taste out of it. Maybe it's the fact that I burned the hell out of my tongue drinking ridiculously hot coffee since, well, we'll go with the last 26 years. I know Mama allowed me to have coffee when I was 10, but didn't actually drink it too terribly much until I know I was in high school. And then I was drinking about 1 liter a day. Yeah, that was... I still drink a lot. My cup's not in reach. I'd show you all what my cup looks like, and I have 2 of those a day. So, yeah. Anyways. Also, I don't like big slabs of meat. If you put a steak down in front of me, I'm just going to not eat it. I might pick pieces off that are thing. When we go to a restaurant, Red Robin, for instance, and I say, yeah, I'd like a burger. How would you like that cooked? Can you push the fire code? Because I'm really fond of carbon. Some of the waitresses laugh and like, well, we'll do what we can. And other ones are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. We have a recently educated person. I'd say young, but meh. They're not always young. They're just recently educated. So, and they don't quite understand science because, boo, his science, Thought of another video. It just keeps cascading downhill, uphill. More of those little streamers are coming down. So I just really hope I don't run across a knot. That would be weird, where it just like things come down and it just brings all the thoughts down at once, and I just start gibbering. So I'm going to end this video here because I'm starting to ramble about random other things and not talking about my original subject. I probably didn't cover anything that people really actually wanted to know. I just sort of babbled. But yeah, leave comments. If the question is deep enough that warrants, I don't know, a paragraph or something, I'll probably make a video about it. I talk way better than I type, and that's saying something. Okay.